May not be a very long stream. We're having technical difficulties from the start, so like I can't see the chat. I don't know what's going on there. There's an excellent connection, but I can't see the chat. I need to see that, YouTube. I don't know. Try something else here to see the chat, but y'all might not be able to see yourselves. There we go. Well, all right, here's the deal. Y'all won't be able to see the chat because YouTube's being weird. I just have like it says something went wrong, and then I have a purple monkey holding a hammer. I don't know. But here we are. You need this for an... This is the dress I made. Smoke smarmy. You and Hellfire. Yeah, I made this one. Be cute. Proud of it, gosh darn it. Excuse me. Alright, hello, Horse and Rider. Sorry about the shaking. Hello, Horse and Rider Wellness. Hello, I learned to save the wrong species. Hello, Smug and Smarmy. Hello, Instorm 4, Julia, Tea with Unicorn, Land Designer, Anna, Hedgehog Bouquet. That's a fun name. Summon the demon cats. They're outside sleeping, actually. Saucy Bun Pondu. I like it. Christina, Anna's back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chat, sorry. I mean, I can see you guys through the OBS chat app, but that doesn't mean you can see yourselves, so sorry about that. As soon as I can get it fixed, I will try to get it. Hello, K-Buns. I honestly just kind of wanted to do a real quick live with you guys just because I've got a video that's rendering and I mean, sometime today it'll get done, but playing doctor. But eventually I will get that up and going, so I figured I'd do a quick live until then, so. Cisco, that's fun to say. Where'd I get the fabric? I got it at my, no I didn't. I got it at Joann Fabrics. It's one of their summer patterns. It's made just exclusively for them. So yeah, Joann Fabrics has it. I've got the one outside on the porch with me sleeping and the other two are tormenting the dogs. Well, yeah, that's how that works. No, they're both outside powering up in the sunbeams. Elf reference. Oh. You know, I don't think I've actually ever seen Elf, honestly. I know it exists, but can't say I've ever actually watched it. So I was going through Anna's TikTok following her lipedema surgery journey, and guys, I'm a little concerned, honestly, about it. I've got Colin Mockery's Glitter and Lasers Confusing Lipedema Journey video pulled up because it's a good video. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Elf, honestly. I don't, who's the actor in it? Will Ferrell? I don't like him. I think he's awful. Can't stand the guy. But it's okay. We'll all live. It'll be fine. Yeah, thank you, One-Eyed John. Hello, Lee. But anyway, so I'm watching her TikToks. Maybe I should pull her TikToks. I know the people that love it, love it. I know it's considered a Christmas classic because people will watch it. Not a Will Ferrell fan. Hello, Anna. I have two Annas in here now. Yep. Anna Human, and I've got Anna Lindstrom. I don't think any of the lipedema ones have music in them, but she playing with slime. I want slime. Oh, we will watch this one just because I want to watch her play with the slime. I know I'm 5. It's okay. And I would totally eat that as well. So I'm really, really concerned that Anna's found a doctor in LA who is willing to perform surgery on her. That's very concerning to me. Not a doctor, but I still think it's incredibly concerning. I think the best Will Ferrell has been the one on an episode of Who thought that was a good idea? I don't like Bear Grylls or Grills, so I think that actually would be fascinating to watch the world's most annoying man annoy the world's most fakest fake. You are a Joanna, does that count? Well, Smug and Smarmy, do you have this fabric pattern laying around your house? Do you? You might, I don't know. Yeah, this is the Glitter and Lasers Lipedema rebrand. If you've noticed, I don't know how many of you actually follow her TikTok, but any of the TikToks that have to do with her lipedema journey, she starts off with, "Hi, if you're new here, I'm Anna." And the reason I have Colin's video pulled up is because Colin makes a really good point about how Anna's doing a rebrand and she's trying to cater to a brand new audience, kind of like when she did her "I'm a fitness girly, fitness guru, health guru" rebrand. She's now trying to become a lipedema warrior. And so she's reintroducing herself in her TikToks to what she's hoping will be her new audience. So, is she going to fake tears again? Probably. Her liposuction journey. Oh my god, Step Brothers is just terrible. I'm so sorry. Guys, I really don't like Will Ferrell. Not like I'm not like morally offended that he exists. I just literally don't find any of his stuff funny. The only thing he's ever been in that I liked was Stranger Than Fiction, and that's not a comedy. Does he actually speak Swedish or does he just fake the fake Swedish? Okay, Buns, that's funny. Yeah, Chris in real life. Yeah, Anna wants to be an inspiration to the world without actually doing anything inspirational. So she's managing to find these shortcuts to everything. And the other reason why I'm really kind of concerned about, and this video right here where she's talking about her compression socks really proves that she really hasn't been doing any of the other stuff that you're supposed to do leading up to any kind of surgery for this condition, because she doesn't own compression socks. She doesn't own any compression garments, right? So her claim that she's been doing all of these other treatments and now surgery is the only option, they're absolute bullshit. Give me a second. I need to. There we go. I needed to plug my headset into my mic. Looking around. I mean, she's going to have surgery. I don't know what she thinks is going to happen because, to my knowledge, Anna's never had surgery. And from what everybody's been telling me, this is not an easy surgery. There's going to be oozing involved, and that just is enough for me. Thanks. Oh, his wife is Swedish. I assume Will Ferrell's kind of like a normal person when he's not being Will Ferrell. Because that's just so, he's so high energy. There's just no way he can maintain that all the time. Am I going to react to Amber's new video? Oh, yeah, actually, that's the video I'm waiting for it to render. I've done reactions to Amber's last 3 videos, and I'm waiting for the most recent one to render so I can post it. But my computer is slow AF, so... Oh, yes, the answer, Chris, is yes. It scares me that if she does get the surgery, it's going to be botched and she'll be scared for life. Possibly. Hello, Theo! I I know people for some reason think that liposuction is like an easy cut to losing weight, but the recovery from it just sounds horrific. The recovery sounds worse than the surgery. It'd be very difficult to get her off the mechanical ventilator if they place the breathing tube. I think Will Ferrell can be a fabulous actor if he's not doing his very weird comedy. Like I said, I liked him in Stranger Than Fiction, and that's a beautiful movie. Everybody should watch that. And he's fabulous in it, and that's pretty much it. What kind of surgery is Anna having? Well, according to Anna, she's having what's effectively liposuction, but it's specifically to target the lipedema cells. Oh yeah. Let's talk about this video. All right, first off, let's do this video first.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema, and I'm getting surgery to treat it in 6 days.
She does say treat, not remove. But she does mention later that it is a liposuction, basically.
I think I'm more excited about surgery than I have been all the way up until this point, because I'm not gonna cry, but today was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I literally walked 2 miles, and at the end of the 2 miles, I could barely move. I was like hobbling. I was limping.
Girl, you hobble and limp anyway. Look at her getting ready to fake cry. Who cries like this? Like she's holding her breath to kind of cause herself to hiccup and cry. So she says going off Wegovy to prep. Awesome. Why? You guys still see? There's really nothing else going on. She's just standing in front of the camera, or I'd adjust this part of it too, but. Going off Wegovy to prep for my lipedema removal surgery has been the absolute worst. I'm hurting and it's hard. I just wish I would have dealt with this sooner, but that's okay. I am dealing with it now. The only way forward is through. And on the other side, I will be there, but my pain won't. This will all be worth it. Hashtag lipedema gal. So I'm guessing she's trying to hop on the lipedema train here to impress the other lipedema gals. So, it would be fun to click on this and find out what it's about, though. Excuse me. Who are the lipedema gals? Just Anna. Just Anna is a lipedema gal. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Well, that'll make it easier to find her videos, I guess. Maybe we'll just hang out here. But anyway.
It's been really hard for me going off of Wegovy, which I had to do in preparation for the surgery. For me, Wegovy, yes, helped my appetite, but it also significantly affected my inflammation and pain. And they've seen in studies about rheumatoid arthritis that this has helped other people. I don't know if it's helped people in the case of lipedema, or if it's just me, if I'm a weirdo and I magically gotta leg up. But having that mask taken away, that thing that protected me from experiencing some of the things related to my condition, has been really eye-opening and also just really uncomfortable. It's definitely made me feel like I've made the right decision, but it's not fun. My body hurts really bad, and I just am scared. I'm a lot more scared now because I realize that if I don't deal with
I don't know if she's mentioned it already because I kind of zoned out there. But she does mention somewhere online she was reading that people with rheumatoid arthritis were finding relief with Wegovy because it's anti-inflammatory, which would help with most arthritises. I would know, but I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Mine's not that bad yet, so maybe if it gets worse, I might consider it. But again, I'm terrified of needles, so I it just feels so disingenuous to me. It feels like she's pulling an Amber, you know? She's getting online and she's reading about other people's experiences and she's trying to incorporate that into her actual story where Anna can't lose weight because all of the weight she has left to lose is either loose skin or lipedema. And so the only thing she can do is have it removed, and now she's also like, oh yeah, and I read somewhere that it'll help with pain, so I guess I should tell everybody that I've been experiencing pain going off the Wegovy. It just feels very fake, very contrived. I don't know. It also, I feel like it just kind of came out of nowhere. I know the lipedema has, and that's something she's talked about for a while, but just all of this bullshit about I can't walk. Girl, you couldn't walk anyway. You were kvetching about walking a half mile at the Disney thing. And that was before you came off the Wegovy. So, you know, you could barely run a 5K. That's what, 3 miles maybe? A run. You could barely, you know, fast shuffle through the 5K. We watched you run miles on the boat and for your training, and you were complaining about that. Like, you have a hard time going a mile, let alone two, and you want me to believe that you used to walk 5 to 6 miles a day? Please, girl, stop. Yeah, her face has not changed with her weight loss. Not only has her face not changed, but like her neck is filling out again. And she gets, I hate to describe it this way, but she kind of looks like a thumb when her neck fills out because she loses her neck. She gets all this weight on her neck and it just kind of makes her head do this straight down to her shoulders. And she's starting to do that again, which means her weight's coming back on, which means she's eating more than she needs to, because you are not going to convince me that she has lipedema in her neck. You know? She would have to be one of the incredibly rare cases where she just literally has lipedema everywhere. It doesn't, to my knowledge, it does not work like that, but my knowledge is the internet, so. Well, Alan rips everybody to shreds, though. That's just Alan's shtick. That other person you talk about who's doing the compression garments, are they bigger than Anna? Because Anna said they don't have her size. I would say, the other person I talk about is Jordan Underwood, who I did check on today because I was on TikTok anyway. And I would say her and Jordan are roughly the same size. Jordan's got a lot more belly. Actually, no. But they're kind of roughly shaped the same, to be frank. Jordan's still massive, though. Jordan is gaining weight from the last time I saw them. And I also noticed that Jordan's legs are starting to swell up again like they were. So I don't know if Jordan quit doing the treatments or if they're not responding to treatment like they used to. I don't know, but their legs are not looking great. So, but they were wearing compression socks, so they're at least doing some things. They're doing what Anna isn't. And I saw Jordan was dancing again. I know Jordan is swimming or has been swimming. I don't know if Jordan's still doing the diet they're supposed to do, and maybe that's what's happening there, but unfortunately Jordan is regaining and their legs are re-swelling, but they responded very well to compression therapy and to the lymphatic drainage massage. Both things are what Anna has claimed her doctors have told her to do, and we've never seen her do it, and she's never talked about it before now. So there's a lot of good reasons to believe that Anna's never done it, especially including the sock video where she's talking about buying compression socks because she doesn't own any. if you've been doing compression therapy, Anna, why don't you already own socks that fit? And Jordan did complain about finding compression garments that fit them. And they had to have some special made, and Medicaid wouldn't cover it. But Anna's not on Medicaid, as far as I understand, because A, she lives in Texas, and B, I'm pretty sure Anna has insurance, or her family can pay for it, because Anna comes from money. So, I don't know. Anna just doesn't have a lot of good excuses. Jordan's calves are way bigger proportion. Well, yeah, Jordan has a more traditional looking lipedema. Like their lipedema is in their hips, well, they claim it's in their hips, their belly, and their ass. It's definitely in their hips and their ass. But they got that traditional tube leg. Like it really did just look like a straight tube from their hip all the way down to their ankle. And you can definitely see a marked improvement. Like their leg actually does have like a calf now. Like it does kind of go from an ankle to a calf and then up into an actual leg, so it looks like a leg and not just like a tube. Anna doesn't have that particular style of the lipedema, but the way Anna carries her hip weight, that is lipedema. I know there's like a bunch of people who are saying it's not, but it kind of sort of is. So. Oh, hello, Curvy. Hello, Platinum Lemur. Hello, Bryn. Hello, Dev. I think I said hi to Gunnar when you popped in. Labora? Lahora? Boy, I hope I said that right. Hello, Beth. Hello, Godfrey. Yeah, I don't know if I buy it's in Anna's torso, and I don't know if I buy it's in Anna's arms either. Anna's basically claiming that she has lipedema everywhere. Like in her torso, in her stomach, in her hips, in her butt, in her arms. She's claiming she has it everywhere, and I'm just like, I don't know about that one. I'll give you your hip and your ass, because that's pretty evident, but oh, Chris, you say in all your years in the med field, you've never seen... Amber's never going to have anything done about her legs, so... Jordan has lipolipedema, and I believe both of them were at stage 4 when Jordan started treatment. This is according to Jordan, all right? This is stuff that Jordan has shared, so... You're saying Anna's looks like it's mostly lipedema, fibrotic fat? Yeah, well, I mean, maybe it won't leave, but she talks about having that being recommended to her by her doctors, and we've never seen her do it. So, I mean, whether it would have helped or not, according to Anna, her doctors recommended she do that treatment, and she never did. So, we will never know. No, Anna doesn't have lipedema everywhere, but she would like you to think she does. Platinum lemur. You're funny. Wait a minute, Lee, I think I lost your... Use the flute. Okay, I think I... Yeah, diary, I mean... Well, you know, when you lose weight, you get saggy skin. Anna wants us to believe that she's lost all the weight she can physically lose on her own. And that's why my joke is that she's just claiming, like, she's saying this is just loose skin. That's not loose skin. That's not loose skin. Well, I mean, yeah, One-Eyed John, Amber probably will eventually lose weight by losing a limb. Lymphedema. I remember Amber saying she prefers to be called Emberlyn now, because it was misspelled, and that's the way she prefers to spell her name, even though Ember and Amber are two different words. She's Emberlyn now.
With as quickly that this is my reality and it sucks. So in short, everything sucks, but hopefully it's gonna get better soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
So, okay, that was this one. And then I wanted to watch... So here we are, her talking about coming off Wegovy and being in pain and not being able to walk, right? Now, normally I would say Anna does post things out of order and she could have had things scheduled to go up because she knows she needs content and she knows she's going into surgery. But this outfit is this outfit. So this timeline matches up.
There's more to New York City than just Manhattan. So today we're in Brooklyn checking out Industry, a really cool shopping center made up of small businesses, artisans, and all.
I'm going to turn the sound off. There's no closed captions. What's that about? Oh, and I can't even turn them on. Anyway, she's drinking Starbucks. She's buying chocolate. She goes to Daiso. There's a lot more in Daiso than just chips and snacks, but she's got takoyaki balls, she's got onion rings, she's got sriracha flavored peas, she's got, I don't know what that is because I can't read it. I don't know what these are, but it looks like some kind of corn puff, and so is this one. And then at the end of this video, after showing us this snack haul, she's like, let me know if you guys want a taste test video. I'll do a taste test video for you guys. Anna, I'm pretty sure you probably shouldn't be on high sodium food before a surgery. But exactly, horse and rider wellness. Why does it suck, Anna? It sucks because she's not getting her own way. Did I do this one? No, this is a compilation. All right, this is Anna talking about her compression socks, and I only want to play this because we just watched this one where she's walking around New York buying food and more food. Come on, sound.
So, one of the things you have to get for surgery is compression socks. And I am literally living in a compression sock hell right now. So, I ordered 5 pairs of this brand, used my measurements. They should have fit. Do they fit? Of course not. I mean,
Anna is the only fashionista I know who cannot find clothes that fit her, even though she has her own measurements. How is it that every frickin' thing that Anna orders online, even though she orders it in her size, you guys, why is it nothing ever fits her? Why? Why are you so bad at this, Anna? What the hell is Ted hose? Oh, hose. Hose, like you put on your legs. That's the thing, though, like... And most people are telling her to go to a medical store, so she probably just half-assed her own measurements and then couldn't figure out why they won't fit. She doesn't have lipedema in her calves, though. So I'm confused as to why she needs the compression socks, other than it probably isn't a bad idea for her, considering she knows compression socks are supposed to be tight, right? Yeah, I know, she knows that. Hello, Busy. She's in 2012. Can I not get specialty made compression socks? It could have something to do with her height. Yeah, Daiso has a lot of home good stuff that are really cool. I watch a lot of at-home channels where they go to Daiso and they buy all the cool shit there, and I'm like, man, I wish I had one of those near me. Yeah, I wish I had a Daiso closer. I would spend way too much money there. Her daily countdown to surgery's word. I don't mind it, BJ, but just the fact that she's even getting surgery is really kind of it really bothers me. Bothers me a lot.
I mean, I'm bummed because I really wanted to wear those during surgery. So, part of the problem is when you have lipedema legs, this part doesn't like come in like a normal calf.
Her legs do not, this does not look like lipedema leg. I'm trying to think if I can pull up, Jordan. I was checking Jordan out earlier today. This is Jordan getting yelled at by somebody else because Jordan's being an ass on the internet again. As you do. All right, this is Jordan Underwood. This is a good one, actually. This is Jordan with compression socks on. There we go. All right. Jordan has had, I think at this point it's been like a year of treatment for their lipedema or their lipedema. And this is Jordan post-treatment. Just look at Jordan's legs. We're not going to talk about the rest of it, okay? Mainly because it has nothing to do with anything, really. This is Jordan post-treatment. And actually, this is Jordan re-swelling, okay? Jordan has lipedema in their entire leg, and they have stage 4, so they have, like, the worst you can have, right? This is what Jordan's legs look like. Anna's claiming she's got lipedema here. It's not the same. And maybe Anna's height is, like, hiding the severity of it, maybe? But I don't think so. I think Anna has a... I don't think Anna knows what's going on. I'm trying to find another one where we don't have to see Jordan in a bathing suit, and we can still see Jordan's legs. Well, never mind. Yeah, can you guys see this one? Yep, sorry about that. Okay, here's Jordan's leg. Come on, Jordan, put your leg up there. Yeah, we get it. You look cute. Adorable. Never mind. Problem with Jordan is Jordan likes to take their clothes off a lot, and it's a lot. Why are they still wearing masks? I want to show you Jordan's legs after they got treatment. Because the difference... See, this is Jordan with the wraps on, right? This is what Jordan's legs looked like with the compression garments on. And this is after they had finished doing... They had progressed from doing just the lower leg to the upper leg. And then... Yeah, so this is their leg immediately... This is from August of last year. But this is post-treatment, right? You can see Jordan's leg. Can you see Jordan's legs? Yeah, you can see Jordan's leg. It's not the same. Jordan's legs are so much more pronounced. And this is with treatment. This is right after treatment. Or during treatment, I guess I should say. So, Jordan's built different than Anna as far as, like, their physical build. So, yes, we've only been watching shorts, Allie. They do look a hell of a lot better. I could scroll back and show you what they looked like before treatment, but literally their legs were just like just like a perfect tube all the way down. You like Jordan's style, Bae-young? Yeah, Theo. Jordan has no interest in changing their lifestyle. I was actually, I mean, their most recent videos, their legs actually look worse. So, they're gaining weight again. Yeah, a lot of you may have seen Jordan's legs pre-treatment. This is Anna pre-treatment. Like, this is better than Jordan's leg post-treatment. And Anna's claiming that she's got stage 4 as well. So, anyway. Yeah, I get you, horse and rider. Jordan,
It's just like
Jordan did not have the surgery as far as I am aware.
straight up and down. So then I ordered...
She definitely has varicose veins,
these,
though.
which I've worn, and they've been fantastic. They're great for summer, but they are not the right weight for surgery. You need 20 meg to 30 meg. If you don't know what that is, either did I. I don't even know what it is I'm buying, but I have to buy them. So then I bought these, and I figured for today's little vlog we could try them on because If these don't fit, I'm in trouble.
If she doesn't have compression socks when she goes into surgery, wouldn't they just find a workaround for it? I don't I don't understand all the stuff that she's purchasing herself for the surgery. Hang on real quick, my nose itches. Like, there's another one we'll watch in a minute where she's just buying an armload of supplements. And I'm just like, why are you, like, some of the stuff she's buying too, I'm just like, why are you buying those supplements? I mean, I know a little bit about supplements just because I used to do a lot of them myself because I'm a weirdo, but I just, I'm not getting good feelings about this, honestly.
Like, yeah, big time. Because surgery, I don't have enough time to order them. Okay, so these are fun. Ooh. Let's try the pink ones. To match.
I have a pair of socks this exact same color too, I'm not gonna lie. But they're 5-toe socks, they're not compression socks. But they're the exact same color.
Okay. Ah, we have a winner. Winner, winner, winner. Beautiful. Do you see the compression? It's giving.
I feel like those should have been a little harder to put on, but maybe I'm crazy. Hey, Ruby! Well, that's the thing, Purbug. She did buy them per her measurements, and none of them fit. I have no idea if Anna's drunk or not. I don't care. I've never seen Anna drink. There's no reason to suspect that she's drunk other than she's loud. She's just a loud person. She's opening and messing with a thing that she's going to wear in surgery. Right? Who said that? Come back here. Lucy Jane. Exactly. She goes into another store. We'll watch the short in a minute. She goes to another store to buy thongs to wear during the surgery. When I went in for my surgery, they made me take everything off. Like, no underwear. They specifically told me that. Like, it was a whole thing, and I was just like, and because of the style of surgery I was having, they actually gave me, there's no better way to describe this, they gave me an adult diaper basically to wear because of the surgery I had a D&C. I wasn't even allowed to have my own sanitary stuff in there, you know, my own women's stuff in there. I had to use their stuff. They wouldn't let me have anything. So, and Anna's here buying socks. I mean, maybe she means post-surgery. Maybe she means that these objects she's going to be using after surgery. But the thong, she specifically says she's going to be wearing during surgery. And I'm just like, are they going to, like, autoclave this stuff before you wear it? Because, like, why are they going to let you wear outside stuff in the surgery theater? I don't know. I think it's weird. Half socks don't fit you. Yeah, I have a hard time getting things over my nice plump calves too. She could do a compression socks Disney princess inspired. Yeah. Don't give her ideas. These are not medical compression. Yeah, Joyful Birdie. These don't look like they were that hard to put on. My grandmother on my father's side had diabetes, really, really bad advanced diabetes, and she was morbidly obese. And I remember her wearing compression socks, and those things were tough. She also said she was going to have her surgery filmed in one of the comments. Great, Theo. Like, why does my ass have to hang out? It's very... You're already not happy to be there. And to have all of your bits and bobs just hanging out in the breeze, not so much. We'll play the thong video here in a second. What did you say? You had surgery on your chest. You could wear your underwear? Oh, you could wear your underwear. Yeah, I don't know about in Europe, but here in America, they strip you down, they give you a robe to wear, and you don't wear anything else in there.
Health. It's giving good circulation. It's giving reduced varicose veins. So, okay, I'm really glad because I literally had to order these to my hotel room when I figured out that the ones I did have were not going to work at all. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and yeah.
Thong, thong, thong,
My name is
thong.
Anna.
Who gives out free lipedema surgery? I mean, I'm not saying that isn't what's happening, Megan. I'm just like, my mind is just fucking blown at the idea. I just, who just does this for vanity? Because that's what this would be. And I mean, power to you, I guess, but jeez Louise. Yeah, Anna says she's going to have the surgery filmed. It's in this one here.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema, and in 2 days
I don't know if you guys know, but this is Anna, if you haven't met Anna before. Here we go. I wanted to clarify the thong requirement. I am allowing my surgery to be filmed for educational purposes. It's for my modesty on camera and nothing else. That still doesn't make sense. Why aren't they giving her medically issued pants? That's what they did with me, you know? So I just don't believe this. It's weird. It's just weird. And it's kind of
having
scary.
lipedema removal surgery, and today we're shopping for everything I'm gonna need post-operation. So let's go.
I have very specific instructions from my doctor of what I need to wear, which is weird to have an underwear prescription, but it really do. I have to wear black thong. So let's go. I instantly found exactly what I needed, which are these thongs, and they look really comfortable, and I hate thongs.
There's music in the background. I don't want to get demonetized. Anyway, so she's saying she's getting the black thong for the surgery, but the pink thong is for pre-surgery? So she, even after saying she hates thongs, she's gonna wear a thong now? Okay, here's...
Need, except for butcher's broom, I don't even know what that is, and L-arginine, also don't know what that is. I also have prescription medications, but we got mostly everything.
Pause, you bastard. Here's my thing about, look at these supplements. She's got 8 different supplements, and then she's mentioning that she can't find 2 others. It's very uncommon in the States, in the United States, for a doctor, an MD, to prescribe over-the-counter supplements like this. Like with Amber getting prescribed the vitamin D, that's one thing. They'll prescribe potassium and iron. Those are different. But she was saying something about butcher's broom or bachelor's broom or something like that. That's an herbal supplement. Doctors here in the States don't typically do that. Even the guy that prescribed my mental meds didn't prescribe just willy-nilly, right? They don't do that here in the States. They might do that other places, but she's in LA. Again, all right, maybe I answered my own question. She's in LA. It's a different place there. Hey, Common Sense is here. You say no, they have to wear a surgical binding garment that promotes circular with drains to ensure against clotting. You already know. Well, I didn't know that because I didn't have to go through any of that. I didn't have to have compressions or anything after my surgery. They were just kind of in and out there. That was kind of nice. I went to sleep. I woke up. They told me what happened. My doctor was like, I want to show you pictures. And I was like, nah, it's cool. I don't need to see that part of me. It's on the inside for a reason. She was very disappointed that I didn't want to see it. He's like, it's the biggest one I've ever removed. Cool. You use that as a bragging point. I don't need to see it. Yeah, exactly, Lindsay. This is like some woo-woo bullshit over here. Right, Common Sense. That's what I'm like, my mind is blown. You say, I am surprised she's being allowed lipo unless she has proven weight maintenance after reaching a specific weight goal, which we know she hasn't. Yeah, I mean, Bangkok said that they've been prescribed vitamin D. I've heard I mean, I was prescribed iron because I was lightly anemic, so I'm on an iron supplement. Amber's talked about being prescribed vitamin D on more than one occasion. Does she take it? I don't know. Probably not. Your dart surgeons didn't offer photos. It was weird. Bye, Horse and Rider. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, the video's done. Huzzah. Going to a boutique plastic surgery center. I don't know, Hannah. Hey, Quirky. Depends on... Okay, Chris, about the Lyme disease things, but did your doctors prescribe that, or did you find a homeopath to prescribe it? And I'm not necessarily against people taking supplements. I'm just suspicious of her doctor prescribing it because it's just not something doctors in the US do. If you go to like an alternative medicine doctor, they will do that. And I'm not saying that can't be effective. I'm just surprised that her doctor prescribed this. Her surgeon is prescribing this for her. I find that very suspicious. Lipedema grows back every time you gain weight. The pain meds. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that, Theo, but thanks. Yes, that is true. They do that. Some doctors will... Splatterhouse. Like the running training thing. She thinks just because she wants it, she'll be able to. I mean, she's scheduled for this surgery as far as we know. Yeah, you got to be careful with supplements because they can interact with things. Wait, who was telling me about the Lyme disease? Also, it sucks that you have Lyme disease, Chris. That's terrible. I hope you found a way to manage it. That is one fear I don't have to have. Well, there's still ticks, but I'm not like crawling around in the underbrush anymore, thank God. Common sense, your neurologist tethers both pharmaceutical and homopathy. I can talk. I saw somewhere that Anna's doctor and this is procedure he's doing are very... Who's the doctor? She hasn't said, as far as I'm aware. I know Colin has a suspicion, but I haven't seen her confirm anywhere. And to be fair, she should be having the surgery. Like, I think she's post-surgery. If the timeline is lining up correctly, she's either in surgery or immediately out of surgery right now. Excuse me. Sorry. Everybody takes vitamin D in Canada. Thank you, Quirky. Dude, ticks are like the worst. If I could annihilate one thing on the planet, it would be ticks. There is no need for ticks. Diet changes over supplements. You should be getting... I mean, yeah, sometimes it's hard to do that, Godfrey, but at this point, I don't... It's the supplements she's being told to take are... I'm just suspicious of the doctor actually telling her to do this.
We're have to go to like a bougie health store for the others. I have to buy a blanket, and the reason I have to buy a blanket is because you ooze. You ooze a lot of fluid, and you essentially ruin your bedding. So the idea is to have another blanket down there, so you ruin the cheap blanket versus your nice bedding. Fully aware how gross oozing sounds, but it's basically a release. It's not bad. It's just part of the process. Okay, I have not found a blanket yet, but I did find this cup, and I do need one because I have to drink pretty much only electrolytes for the first couple weeks after surgery, so I needed something to mix them, but I still need to find a blanket, and obviously I'm getting distracted.
Why would you need to only drink electrolytes after surgery? I get needing to drink electrolytes, but only electrolytes? Like, you can't have any pure water? They send her home right away. Probably, Baeyoung. It's, are you in the United States? Have you seen our medical system? You do not need a new cup. Yes, she does, Spatterhouse. Yes, you're lucky it's not a Stanley Cup. Right, Allie? Oh my god. That, I like, as soon as I realized what that was for, I was just like, oh no, you're gonna hate that. My mom's mom, in her final stages, I don't know what was wrong with her legs, but her legs started to weep. And she hated any kind of texture on her legs at that point. This was like a 97-year-old woman though, so it just like that, the thought of that touching your skin while your skin is weeping. Clearly she's never had to deal with this before. Maybe it's bariatric surgery and she's like, I don't know if Anema, because she's actually mentioned the surgery, the type of surgery. So I just don't remember where it was. Does she not understand that she can drink water and water will hydrate her? Means not Mountain Dew. Somebody pointed out the Mountain Dew bottle was actually some kind of carbonated water, but either way, she probably shouldn't be drinking carbonated water either. Oh, they gave you paper socks? Ah, I still have my socks from the surgery. They are like the most comfortable socks. They're the little grippy socks. They're really cool. Right, exactly, Chris.
I found the perfect blanket. This is $15 and I'm gonna destroy it with my body juice, so it's exactly priced.
Girl, you're gonna hate that. What I don't understand is if she's really going to be weeping this much, why doesn't she just get like waterproof stuff? Like they basically make waterproof bedding. Or get like, I know this sounds stupid, but get like puppy pads. They make like they're basically puppy pads, but they're basically medical pads, and they're made to not stick. I mean, we use those with my grandmother. Again, 97-year-old woman. But they're made to not stick to wounds. Why wouldn't you get that instead? What surgery did I get? I had a DNC.
Where it should be.
Because I haven't been sleeping.
I don't remember what the DNC stands for, but or maybe it was D and C. I don't remember clearly. But basically they go in and clean you out. Those of us without uteruses don't have to worry about that. Yeah, Magdalena, the puppy pad, I mean, I'm calling them puppy pads, but because that's effectively what they were, but they're medical grade. They're made to not stick to wounds. Sinful Puritan says either the doctor doesn't know what she's doing or doesn't know what they're doing, or she's lying. I don't know. Yeah, don't lie on dirty bedding. Ew. Hopefully she's already got a mattress. Yeah, a mattress protector. I think that's what I meant there. The fuzz will irritate the skin. It's basically like that, Anna, yes. I mean, they're exactly the same thing. They're just bigger. Because they're meant to fit large sections of your bed.
Sleeping, my brain's a giant slush bunny, and I left my credit card in the car.
My friend brought me my card, so shopping's done now.
Hi, my name's Anna.
He's got to be one high maintenance people. What was the other one I kept telling you guys we were going to watch? I don't remember. I think that was it. But anyway. We're not going to watch the I Flew to LA Today one because she just can't travel. She just can't travel. She is cursed in traveling. I do want to watch this one specifically because of the end of it.
My name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema. And in 4 days, I am having surgery to treat it. And today's kind of a weird day. We're going to do something a little different on this vlog because I am going to be meeting with a specialist to understand how lipedema has affected my mobility. And I thought rather than just talking at you guys, I would show you that process. So
here's my confusion. She's acting like her lipedema just out of nowhere just went into overdrive just overnight. She's acting like she's never had mobility problems up to this point. She's acting like she is a limber, spry, spring chick of a woman who has never waddled around anywhere or who couldn't pick both legs up off the ground when they were training to run a 5K, or who got told that she couldn't, or who told people that she couldn't jump anymore or hop on one leg, right? Like, she's acting like she's never had mobility problems up to this point. And now she's like, I'm going to go see how it's affected my mobility up to this point. And it's like, Anna, it's been 3 weeks. Like, if your lipedema really is progressing this aggressively in 3 weeks, like, you really need to be in a hospital. Like a legit hospital, not a hospital where you're paying somebody to suck the fat off of you because you're too lazy to lose it yourself. Sorry to be a dick about it, but... There's no universal health care, you pay for everything. They would send you home with washable bed pets? Oh, Godfrey. You sweet summer child. This is the United States. We don't get free shit here. Get tubes with drains. Yeah, exactly, Theo. I'm assuming she's going to have something very similar. That's just my assumption. This cursed pre-surgery week. Yeah. Yeah, she has said it's lipedema removal. Yeah, exactly, Godfrey, and Wegovy was helping with all of this. I mean, I just don't buy it. Anna, I believe this, it's basically liposuction, only it's not targeting it's targeting the lipedema cells. And it's, the surgery from what I hear is not the big deal, it's the recovery. Sorry, Godfrey, I didn't mean to talk down to you. I have found that people outside the States don't really realize how bad our medical system is because we do a really good job of hiding it. We spend so much money on our medical system that you would think it would be one of the top in the world, and it's really not. Yeah, exactly. They'll give you compression garments and then charge you for it. All right, anyway, I want to keep watching this.
Let's go.
So you can't see them on screen, but I have a facilitator who's telling...
Do we recognize the compression socks? Have you ever seen her wear compression socks ever before? Do you remember her wearing compression socks during her 5K training? Do you remember her wearing compression socks when she was running? Do you guys ever remember any of this?
Me a series of movements, and then she's looking at my body to see how it's been affected in the way it moves by my lipedema. So we're looking for limited mobility, if my body's compensating or changing my movements to prevent pain, and etc.
You know,
this is the part I actually wanted to listen to. Remember back in the, I think she was in New York. No, she was still in Miami at the moment because she flew from Miami to LA from what I can tell. That's just me putting a timeline together. I could be wrong. But in the hotel room in Miami where she has her breakdown video, she talks about how the doctors were telling her that she was going to lose mobility. And then she goes on about how she has spent all of this time relearning to walk, and now she's afraid the lipedema is going to compromise that. To which I said, you don't practice walking. Like, you were told back in January-ish that you don't walk right. And they tried to teach you then how to walk correctly, but you were so focused on running, you clearly didn't pay attention. And she's obviously not been practicing, and she needs to practice, because if she already walked correctly, she wouldn't need to be taught how to do it. And she's not been practicing the walking. And now she wants to sit here and cry about how her lipedema is the reason why she's lost mobility, why she's lost the ability to walk correctly. And it's like, no, Anna, you've always had the lipedema. The lipedema is not new. What's new is you didn't bother to practice walking. It's like me complaining about how I can't dance on point because I haven't practiced doing it. Oh my god, you guys, I lost the ability to dance on point. Well, when did you start learning to dance on point? I haven't learned yet. Okay. Right? So I'm sorry. It's just this one particularly irritated me.
Oh, I relearned how to walk well. Guess what? It regressed. I have all the same problems I had. And I've also lost like tons of mobility and like ability to lift, I don't know, muscle strength in my knees and my shoulders. I knew it was.
How is she losing muscle strength with the lipedema? How is the lipedema causing muscle atrophy? I'm not saying it can't. I just don't understand how it's doing it.
Was bad. I knew that coming off the Wegovy, I knew things were changing, but I didn't realize I'd gone so far back. I knew there was pain, but I didn't know that I had like functionally screwed up my mobility again.
She says functionally screwed up my mobility again. You never corrected it, Anna. That's the point. Run Lab tried to teach you how to walk correctly. That was really their focused goal there. You made video after video after video about it. So you saying you've lost functional mobility again, you've been waddling on every vacation you've been on this year. When did you lose mobility?
The surgery. If it's as much of a mental challenge as it is a physical one, because I didn't expect to feel so bad about myself.
I get that the pain can cause mobility limitations, Quirky, but it's only been 3 weeks. I don't even know if it's really been 3 weeks that she's been off Wegovy and complaining about the pain. Because remember, she wasn't in pain before she got off the Wegovy. Like, if this had been a month, 2 months, I mean, month and a half, I don't know how long it takes to start losing this much muscle. I don't know.
This is part of the journey. This pain is part of the journey, and that's why I'm sharing this, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.
That's the last one of these I wanted to watch. Well, Fatima, I'm sure somewhere you're being ableist or something to Anna somehow. I'm sure I can find somebody making that argument. I want to scroll up a little bit. You Squeezy, you just got cursed at and called fat phobic. Well, you know, I guess you're doing it right then. She's not been that. Here's the one thing I will say about Anna. Regardless of how well she walks or not, she's very active compared to the other girls, which I think is maybe her only saving grace, to be frank. I think the fact that she is as active as she is why she doesn't have it worse. Compared to, like, Amber. I mean, Anna's got at least a foot on me and Amber, so, or damn near a foot on me and Amber, so there's that, but those look like normal socks. I'm behind on the stream, but for Lyme's, I talked to a local doctor that also uses natural treatments. Okay. Yeah, I know there's not a whole lot they can do with Lyme, but I know that there's like some homeopathic treatments that have shown some promise with Lyme treatment. Talk to an expert about that if you've got Lyme's, though. Wegovy. Because he has to have surgery 4 times. Did she say that? Missed that. I believe that the inflammation probably came back after she went off the Wegovy because she never changed her diet. So she's been eating the same on and off the Wegovy. Well, that was nice of them, Lindsay. to send you the crutches without giving you a bill for it. You remember her wearing compression socks when she first moved to Austin? When did she first move to Austin? I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah, the doctor does have me worried. You did audits on clinical trials for years and had surgery on my own last year. None of this looks like pre-surgery prep to me. Yeah, that's a calendar page says that. It's weird. Yeah, common sense. The wrap bandages that you're talking about, I think that's what Jordan was using because Jordan couldn't find compression garments that would fit them. But Amber's not going to do... Amber only acknowledges her lipedema like once a year. So... I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. When the first move to Austin era, when she gained a lot of weight and sat in most of her videos, she talked about wearing compression socks for self-care, but didn't explain why. Oh, well, that was probably why. I know she's really concerned about her varicose veins, and I know compression socks will help with varicose veins, or help alleviate varicose veins. You need to practice because once she has the lipo, she may be weaker from the shift in her muscular skeletal range of motion. Ruby Tuesday, so Run Lab had no insight on these issues or the severity. I mean, why would they? I'm not trying to... I'm not slamming Run Lab, but they were the ones that kept telling Anna she could run. The dramatics of it all. Yeah, Run Lab tried. I'll give them that much. Yeah, she just went on like 2 back-to-back cruises. Actually, 3. Common sense, her muscle atrophy is a result of not doing simple range of motion exercises, which includes muscle stretching to promote elasticity. Yeah, I mean, we've seen her work out a few times, but she's always so focused in the gym on like lifting and being a buff bitch, but you never see her doing the stretching exercises, which are like, I think you call them calisthenics. It's just as important. Like if your muscles can't stretch, like literally every bodybuilder I've ever watched talks about that. You know, that's why you see guys who are like real serious about it in the gym. They'll be doing like really weird stretches and stuff. I mean, they look goofy as hell, but they're doing it so that their muscles will warm up and not become brittle little rubber bands. Anna doesn't seem to get that part. Yeah, quirky. She brings it up when it's convenient for her too. Amber bringing up her lipedema. Yeah, they're all looking for cheat codes. You can dance shuffle side to side. We don't know what kind of surgeon she's going to, Susan, but we know she's having lipedema removal surgery. Creative product. I'm not... I kind of like the art she did recently. Only because, like, it doesn't bother me. I'm glad to see her doing anything, honestly. Alright, let's see if I can get this video uploading. Pop-up video. I'd like to have this video up today. typing up the title. You guys are watching the sausage get made right here, right now. And then in an hour, you'll actually be able to see the video. That's the other thing. Like, I don't know who's supposed to be taking care of Anna after she recovers, but God, what a nightmare. Oh, those are totally necessary. Grammarly. That ellipses is 100%. How do you spell semiglutide? Oh. Oh, thank you, Susan. Did I spell that correctly? No, I didn't. I didn't think. I did not think so. Good God. Mochi Health will give you semiglutide. Henry Meds will give you semiglutide. Roe will give it to you. Who else? That's the Mayo Clinic. They don't count. They won't give you anything. Stingy. Oh, you can get it in oral form now. Oh, that's interesting. You can get it from hers. Who says you can get it from Eden? Who else? Who else has got this? Just so I can just order it right online. I'd like to know what company Amber claims that she was working with to become a semiglutide influencer. Just because I want to know who's insane enough to try that. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to get the video up. So I am technically ignoring you guys, but I trust you to behave in the chat section. Because somehow that's been proven in the past. Smug and smarmy, I'm looking at you. It's rating. Why do you make me do this? It's impression. I wish they would have some way that you could like set up all of these little screens you have to go through and just set up for like reuse on every one of them so that I don't have to sit here and constantly redo it every time. Because it is kind of a pain in the ass. What I want to do is have this go out 6. Go. A first. Well, guess I could do. Tomorrow we'll have even more Amberlin shenanigans. There we go. I see you guys down there. Out of the corner of my eye. Okay, there we go. I'm hoping that won't slow the internet down too much, which is kind of why I didn't want to see you guys and your damn cats. Alright, let's see. Hello, Karen! Alright, I saw Susan gifted 5 memberships, so... Welcome, Bae Young, Lucy Jane, Theo, and Sinful Puritan. That's 4. Where's the 5th one? Oh, and welcome, Common Sense. What do you want from me? Nothing. Stop vibrating. Welcome to the interns. Mwahaha. You get cat hair is apparently what we get. Is it chicken sausage? I like chicken sausage. The first Common Sense for the first 2 weeks post-op, wear your compression garment 24/7, including while showering. Wow, that's got to be uncomfortable. 3 to 8 weeks post-op, you can have an hour out of compression each day for 9 weeks. As you would, instructed by your MLD therapist or doctor. What does MLD stand for? She went to a health spa. Yeah, Amber did on her, yeah. Yeah, Hedgehog, in Amber's like little fake intro video, She doesn't even name the company. She just says, "Oh, a very reputable company." Who does that? That's so weird. Miracle Whip Faith Healing Center. Yeah, boo. That could happen, assuming there was a contract, which I don't believe. Time to go feral. I see you guys. Feral intern chat for life. So terrible. All right. Time is it? 5. Let's do um kind of wanted to go over Colin's video just because it's like insightful, but give me like 5 seconds to go to the bathroom, or slightly more than 5 seconds, but you get my drift. You can hear me better if I unmute the mic. No one's sponsoring her, Hannah. That's the point. She claimed she was getting a sponsorship for her shots. I don't for a minute believe it. There's Hellfire. Oh, did you get a sponsorship, Corky? Manual lymph drain. Ah, got you. Thank you. Wondering if you were... You guys didn't summon a cat. You summoned Hellfire. Mwahaha. She's in her sponsorship era. Type 1 in the chat if you guys want to watch this Colin mockery video. I'll probably speed it up quite a bit. But he kind of goes over Anna's video, but he edits it quite a bit. Who's Colin? I don't know. He's another reactor. He's new. He's really good at it. And someday he's going to produce a video about about lipedema and Anna specifically, but I guess you can type a 2 if you don't want to watch it. I guess that would, for those who don't want to watch. Oh, look, your Hellfire's been here the whole time. Nucleotide, not a brand label, are considered dirty compounds with... Interesting. Well, Amber can't go anywhere without getting hit on, so... I'm actually... That's pretty cool, Corky. Good luck with that. Well, with the sponsorship you want, not the one you didn't get. We have adopted him, Allie. I don't know if he knows that yet, but we have adopted him, yes. Alright. Well, y'all seem to be interested in it, so I'm going to speed it up, though. I speed it up to time and a half. Is that going to be too fast?
I'm having surgery to address my lipedema. And I felt like I needed to come and just explain why and how I got to
Jesus Christ, I sped her up to time and a half, and she's talking like a normal person.
this point.
Hi everyone, I'm Colin, and I'm here to do a highly requested video. And I'm just doing voiceover because I'm really busy, and I just don't have time to do much editing. Of course, it would figure Anna would drop huge news right when I don't have any time. Obviously a joke, Anna's health is way more important than my silly little YouTube channel. If you haven't heard, Anna O'Brien, aka Glitter and Lasers, recently announced she's having surgery for a condition called lipedema. And if you don't know what lipedema is, oh buddy. Well, even the definition is a little debated in the medical community, but just to give a very broad description, it's a condition which causes the overgrowth of fat on the legs and sometimes the arms, and it's pretty resistant to diet and exercise. It's not like normal fat.
Yeah, if you guys haven't discovered Colin yet, only go here if you're going to be nice to him. That's the link to the video we're currently watching. It's really hard to find his channel because there's other Colin mockeries, and they've got bigger channels than him, so he doesn't pop up right away. But if you follow the link, it'll take you to this video, and then you can just click on his little smiling face here. Because he's adorable. Let's act like we actually know what we're doing. Here we go. That'll look a little bit better. Don't fight in the comments, guys.
Also, people with lipedema typically have a lot of pain, and it can decrease their mobility. There is no cure for lipedema, just ways to manage the pain and immobility it causes. Some people elect to have surgery to remove the lipedema tissue, which is what Anna is doing. If you've kept up with my community tab, I did not plan to cover Anna's YouTube video explaining this, and honestly,
when I saw that he wasn't going to cover it, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of like, aw, dang it. I really wanted you to cover it. Because I actually beat him to it for once.
I'm still a little conflicted about it. I have a lot of issues with the things she says in the video, and I've seen a lot of people point out how manipulative this video comes across, but I do genuinely believe she is anxious and scared about surgery, and whether or not she's actually crying liquid tears, I do believe that emotion is there. I do believe she's feeling desperate and like this is her only option. And critiquing anything from this highly emotional video is going to feel like bullying. Maybe that's the point. As you may know, I might have mentioned this a few hundred times, but...
Oh, I don't know if I have a functional link common sense. I haven't actually talked to Nerfy in a minute. I'm a terrible person. Don't judge me. But if you want to share a link, you can. If Nerfy's still okay with it. I mean, I don't want to, like... I want to flood Nerfy's Discord without permission, so... But I did get permission once. Yeah, he's funny. We like him. He used to be... Yeah, if you guys don't know too much about Colin, which you might not, which, you know... He used to be a big follower, a big fan of hers. And I forget when it was exactly he started questioning her stuff. I think it was when she got caught taking Wegovy, basically, but wouldn't admit it. Are you comfortable? Because that's the important part. I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable here. I think that's when the shine kind of came off. The glitter came off of Glitter and Lasers for him. And so he started doing reaction videos to it. What? What? Is the sunbeam gone? Your sunbeam go away? Can you... Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. You're the best. Best you gosh, you are. Hellfire. It's every time. I have sympathy for Anna. I do. I don't know, man. She's going through it. I get that part, but she's just like so not right sometimes.
I am scripting a video about lipedema, so I have a lot more thoughts about this than I'm going to say in this particular video, but I'm hoping this video kind of serves to catch you up to speed about what's going on.
Link.
I do know a lot of people only watch Anna through reaction channels, and there were a lot of viewers who hoped I would talk about it, and I do appreciate that. I'm grateful to have any audience at all, and I do read your comments and take what you say into consideration. So, Anna originally announced on June 25th that she was planning on having surgery, and she announced this on her Instagram story.
Why does that change that?
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema. And if you don't know what lipedema is, that's okay, because a lot of people don't. Basically,
I'm gonna pause Colin while I figure this out. I mean, hypothetically, you would think I could, like, either right-click on it and pin it, but that's not doing it. Or click here. That's not doing shit. Alright, hang on. The chat isn't coming up in my, my live stream. Oh, shit. Oh. Look, I'm a boomer. Well, I'm not, actually. I have my moment. Now I have nothing. Yeah, see, it won't give me my chat in the live stream studio. All it gives me is this white box that says something went wrong, and then I have the purple monkey with the hammer. And I don't know how to fix that. But that's where the chat should be, which is why there's no chat on the side panel here, is because I can't do anything about it. But here in chat, what I've got is the OBS chat open, and it doesn't give me the option to pin. It doesn't give me an option to do anything. Because I will pin that as soon as I figure out how. Because I know I can do that from the studio. Why can't I see my chat? That's not doing it. What else can I do on here? Back. Level setting. That does nothing. Editing. That's telling me the bitrate is slow, which, since I'm uploading a video, I was kind of expecting that. Okay. Is this a temporary Discord link comment, or is this a permanent Discord link? Because I know they can be temporary. Hello, Juniper Billy Lawrence. Thank you. I appreciate the super chats. Wow, this is your first live. I'm sorry. This is incredibly chaotic. I have tried the 3 dots, and when I click on it, it doesn't do anything. All it does is make the scroll bar vanish, and then I can't scroll anymore. Huh. What a stupid thing to do. Maybe if I expand it more? Do I get more options if I... Nope. Hate you. Oh, that's interesting. That's a stupid thing for it to do, but it's interesting to know if I click on the 3 dots in OBS. It freezes the screen and it won't scroll anymore. Interesting. Oh, wow. About the cats and the topical lotion. That's interesting. Please copy and repost it yourself, and it may let you pin it if it's not. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe if I redo that. Alright, there's that. Nope. Still is not letting me do anything. I swear to God, I'm not being that bad. It really is like this. OBS. Yeah, no, it's just OBS. It's because I can't get the I can't get Studio to work. Let me show you. Yeah, see, this is where my chat should be. And I'm not getting anything. And I've tried refreshing 3 or 4 times at this point. It's not going to come up. I don't know why. It won't tell me why. Oh. But. Boost crazy. You guys act like Amber isn't like the super mover. Yeah, and unfortunately the chat doc in OBS doesn't have all the functions that the chat in the live stream studio would have, so maybe if I'm going to try something, which will probably be very stupid. But we're going to try it anyway. Before we do that, we're going to mute the site. No, you guys don't need to see any of that. What is your problem? I do get a cute monkey, yes, thank you. And now it won't pull up Colin's video. What is with you, OBS? We need to have a chalk? Maybe I'll just end this. End it all! What is the issue? Anyway. What I wanted to see is, I went to the video on here. Could I post it? Oh, let's see the video. Take me to the actual video.
Look, I'll cut the malarkey. We're facing a critical fundraising deadline. With the election just around the corner.
And here, could I post it? All right, let's see. DMing you a future workflow found on YouTube for OBS. I mean, I've never had a problem with it before. To the actual video. There we go. Bam.
Look, I'll cut the malarkey. We're facing a critical fundraising deadline. With the election just around the corner.
And here, I'm sorry you guys had to hear that commercial. But if I go to my own chat, I can pin it from there. So there you go. That was a really long workaround, but there it is. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's an election year, so every other commercial is something to do with politics. I don't care where people land. I'm just getting tired of watching them. Stupid politics. But anyway, there we go. Pinned. Now, get my video back. There we go. All right. They are not happy. Who's not happy? Well, about the whole coming down on the compounding pharmacies, Susan, it's such a volatile drug right now. I just don't know if people should be able to just kind of hand it out willy-nilly. But yeah, I'm sorry about the ad. I actually muted the site, so apparently if you mute the site, it will play the commercial anyway. Either that or it didn't actually mute the site, which is also possible. Because it's not telling me it's muted here, so. Sometimes. Twisters? Oh, yeah, that new movie coming out? Alright, anyway. Let's watch the rest of this.
It's an adipose disorder or a fat disorder, which is caused by a leaky lymphatic system. So basically your fat changes and becomes resistant to being burned, either by exercise or by dieting. So what ends up happening to those fat cells is they kind of get hard and what's called fibrotic, and then they really freaking hurt. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. And I have decided, because I'm in so much pain, that I'm going to have surgery to have those cells removed. And it is going to be a process. But I ultimately think it's going to give me a lot of my mobility and joy back. Now, I was managing the condition pretty well with conservative treatments and through the power of modern medicine, but going off
I don't understand what she means there. She says, I was managing it through something in modern medicine. So is she basically claiming that that she was taking the Wegovy to treat her lipedema and not for weight loss? Like, is that what she's trying to claim here? Because it kind of sounds like that's what she's trying to claim. Is that she wasn't taking the Wegovy for weight loss, even though she was totally taking the Wegovy for weight loss, because she's said that in the past. But now she's kind of sort of saying that she was doing it to help mitigate the lipedema. So
that medicine for surgery has made me realize that I was treating the symptom and not the problem. So I'm excited to hopefully be in less pain.
As you probably know, Instagram stories disappear after 24 hours, so I have to screen record those while I can. She's been posting what she's calling vlogs on her stories for the past few days, and I personally would not call them vlogs, but that's splitting hairs. And this first one seems very scripted and peppy and upbeat, a way different vibe than the YouTube video she posted the next day. The YouTube video, titled I'm Having Surgery, starts with this kind of highlight reel of all the highly emotional things she's going to say in the video.
I'm having surgery to address my lipedema. I'm trying to smile through it and I'm trying to live through it, but I am crying a lot.
this video is the fucking worst. And I didn't realize she put music on it, because I guess I was just tuning it out when I watched it the first time, but the music in the background, I don't think Colin put this in here. Oh, nope, he did. I lied.
I can't help feeling like a failure. And I know sharing this, I'm going to get shredded online. I know that is what so many people are going to do.
And I think this struck a lot of people as manipulative from the start. She's playing what I call her crying music. It's very dramatic.
Okay, she was playing the music. Wow, I like spaced that. But when I did my reaction, because I had already watched it once, I just cut the first 2 minutes off the front because she did this weird editing thing where she would like talk for like 3 seconds and then it would fade to black, and then she'd talk again for 3 seconds and it would fade to black. And come up here. Why are you such a menace? Quirky. True chaotic vibes. You know, actually, as much as I complain about chaos, it really isn't usually that bad. My problem is I start to panic. And it's like, it's never really that bad. But then I'm like, oh my god, it's not perfect! And then everything goes to hell.
And it sucks because I genuinely believe there are parts of this video that are her real emotions, real vulnerability, real transparency. But it loses its impact when it's overproduced like this. There's that TV trope called Full House music where they play that sentimental music that makes you cry at the touching moment of the show. And I won't lie, that works on me. I think that's why she does this. But Full House is a cheesy sitcom. This is supposed to be real life. I see right through what she's doing and it feels icky.
Stop it. So
one of the first things that struck me was that she admitted to being on Wegovy. She actually also admitted to this on an Instagram story, which I believe was posted the same day, but before the YouTube video was posted. I think at least they were both filmed on the same day because she was wearing the same outfit.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema, and I'm getting surgery to treat it in 6 days. It's been really hard for me going off of Wegovy, which I had to do in preparation for the surgery.
So she makes this peppy-ass video. He's making a good point here. She's making this peppy-ass video, and then immediately after filming this, makes the crying video. Because I don't see it going the other way. It might have. But I just don't see it working that way.
For me, Wegovy, yes, helped my appetite, but it also significantly affected my inflammation and pain. And I've seen in studies about rheumatoid arthritis that this has helped other people. I don't know if it's helped people in the case of lipedema, or if it's just me, if I'm a weirdo and I magically gotta leg up. But having that mask taken away, that thing that protected me from experiencing some of the things related to my condition, has been really eye-opening and also just really uncomfortable.
And I say admitted because although we did know she was on weight loss medication, we didn't know which one. And for most people, this wouldn't matter. I don't care.
I think this video is the second time she's admitted. Yes, I know. I love you too. You are the sweetest baby. This is the second time I've heard her admit to being on Wegovy itself. The last time I heard her admit it, she was like, it was like an anger admission. She's like, yeah, I forget. She was bitching about something else. I forget what it was. But basically, with her audience not being grateful for the gifts that she gives us. But she mentioned that, yeah, I'm on a weight loss drug. I'm on Wegovy for if it matters. And that was like all we heard about it. Yeah, I don't cut my hair at 3 in the morning. I'm usually asleep. Usually. Some nights that's debatable. Committed to Wegovy months ago on it. Yeah, exactly. Stardust. I do need to get my ends trimmed though. I'm trying to grow it out. Common Sense says, so I just realized she proved her weight maintenance via a non-long-term prescription. Hopefully she does realize she still needs to watch her diet after the lipo and is just, as it just comes back. To edit and add music to her crying video, but not the time to write an outline script is weird. Is it though, Allie? Is it?
But for Anna, she was extremely cagey about it, even when she was literally being sponsored by Novo Nordisk, the company who makes Wegovy and Ozempic.
One of the biggest misconceptions I think people have about me is that, like, I eat all the time or something.
I mean, you can't say she didn't lose weight. Because honest to God, if someone hadn't told me this was Anna, this looks like a totally different person. I mean, I can see Anna there. I can see the features that would be Anna, but oh my God, it doesn't look anything like her. So she has definitely lost weight, but not from diet and exercise.
I actually often have to remind myself to eat.
For quite a while, she was implying that she lost weight through exercise alone, and people called her out because they suspected she was on Ozempic or Wegovy, and she finally admitted it in a really bitter way.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is, I also take medications for Hashimoto's, anemia, vitamin deficiency, fibroids, and anxiety, in case treating those also enrages you. None of those are contributing to your weight loss, probably. Or they're not contributing as much to your weight loss as the Wegovy, while you're trying to pretend like you're losing weight through exercise. Exercise alone, not diet, exercise, which is basically impossible. I'm not saying you won't lose some weight, but you're not losing hundreds of pounds from exercise while overeating.
So this, I thought, was an attempt for her to be more transparent, but actually the reason she admitted to being on Wegovy was because now she says she's off Wegovy as a precaution for surgery. And she says she always experienced low-grade pain from her lipedema, but going off Wegovy made it way, way worse, and now she has new pain in places like her arms and shoulders. This was really confusing to me. She seems to be confused by it as well, but what's even more confusing is that even though she attributes that pain to going off Wegovy, she's also implying the way to fix it is the surgery. That doesn't make any sense to me. Unless she's trying to say the lipedema pain has been progressively getting worse, but somehow the Wegovy has been masking that, I have no idea. Big question marks on that point. What's more is that she says her mobility has tanked.
I started to have difficulties like walking distances. You know, for me, walking 5 to 6 miles in a day was pretty normal. It was something I did. You know, at least that's what my Apple Watch told me. And now I was walking like 2-3 miles and things started to really hurt.
Now this, I also find extremely confusing. I know I and other reactors gave her a lot of grief for walking the 5K, though she claimed to be running, but I do think that distinction between running and walking really matters for this point. A 5K is a little over 3 miles, and she really struggled to walk that. We watched her walk it on camera. A professional physical therapist told her she was just speed walking.
I don't think she actually lost 100 pounds, Miss Jellyfish fan, because I think she lost some weight and then she gained it back. But, I mean, maybe in total she lost 100 pounds, but she's not. She, like Amber Lynn, lost 100 pounds. She's not actually 100 pounds down. You know what I mean?
And speed walking is more difficult than regular casual walking, but it still took a lot out of her. She says her Apple Watch tells her she walks 5 to 6 miles a day, and who am I to argue with Apple, but it's hard to reconcile those things in my brain.
If her watch is telling her she's walking 5 to 6 miles a day, her watch needs to be recalibrated.
I've been on the Wegovy for about, I'm going to say 8 months, and I just stopped losing weight. And I was eating around 1,800 to 2,000 calorie diet, and I was training for my 5K.
This, I think, is just flat out false. Because I myself eat 1,800 to 2,000 calories and walk a few miles a day. And I've been maintaining my weight at about 136 pounds. Do I think she's lying? Well, not really. Statistically speaking, human beings are terrible at estimating calories. That's why it's very important to get an accurate food scale if you're going to count calories. I don't believe she's doing this.
I think Colin's being nice here. I think Anna 100% knows she's not eating 18 to 2,000 calories a day. I think Anna 100% knows she's overeating. She just doesn't want to admit it. But he is correct. If you're going to calorie count, you've got to weigh your food. Something I need to continuously tell myself because it's annoying as heck. But here we are. Needs to find a way to tune it out because this is her health online. Anyone who doesn't support her doing better is a red flag. Yeah, exactly. Saucy bun. Anna cares a lot about the internet because Anna's chronically online. And Quirky, don't fall for it. Just, you know, ignore the nasty comments. Isn't 10K steps like 4 or 5 miles? Yeah, exactly, but she's not walking 10K steps. On the days I do delivery, where I'm in and out of my car and in and out of restaurants for like 4 to 6 hours a day, I don't get 10K, all right? And I'm pretty active on those days. Yeah, Boo Squeezy. She also drinks a ton of calories. I don't think she adds her I don't think she... If she really does believe she's only eating 18 to 2,000 calories, then she's only counting the food that she's putting in her mouth. She's not counting all of these Starbucks drinks that she's been slurping down lately. I have stubby legs as well, Allie. She walks a 20-minute mile, Hellfire.
I think she's eyeballing and vastly underestimating. The problem is that she uses this as evidence that she can't lose weight normally.
You cannot, especially if you're in the later stages like I am, just magically eat well and exercise it away. I am living proof of that. I think there are some very special people where that works, and that's why it's not a cut and dry line. But I know for me and my body, I have done everything right, and I have to take solace in that I've done everything I possibly could do on my own, and it's not worked.
Yes, Quirky. She's a Starbucks ambassador, I believe. She's filmed a bunch of stuff of her in Seattle at the Starbucks HQ drinking drinks, and she did a whole, I think she did a couple shorts or whatever's where she is matching her outfit to her Starbucks drink for the summer. She's constantly got a yeah, there's a Starbucks in the background right now, and that is a Mountain Dew. Somebody said that was a sparkling water, but no, that's a Mountain Dew. And that's Pepsi. And that's Starbucks. So, but she is sharing the room with somebody, it looks like, so maybe that she can blame those on somebody else. No. Maybe. She's on her shit list. That's what... I don't think Anna's ever said no to a sponsorship, to be perfectly honest. I think anybody could sponsor her and she would jump all over it because all she sees is dollar sign. Dollar, dollar.
The truth is, with or without lipedema, at her size, there's no way she could be eating that much and not losing weight. Even if I lowball her weight at 400 pounds, her maintenance is somewhere around 3,000 to 3,500 calories. If she really were eating 1,800 to 2,000, the weight would be flying off. But then she claims bigger bodies are gaslit their whole lives.
I'm not the problem. The condition is the problem. And that's hard because, like, as a bigger body, you're just gaslit your whole life to feel like you're the problem.
This is something I hear a lot from the body positivity / fat acceptance community. I'm honestly irritated by the term gaslighting in this context because Anna is telling us I eat 1,800 calories, and she's also telling us her weight loss stagnated. To most people, this would obviously be a contradiction, but to Anna, there's no possibility she could be mistaken. If the audience or her doctors don't believe her, we're calling her a liar and gaslighting her. So Anna says her doctors told her since she plateaued with her weight loss, she needed to address her lipedema. And she was very flippant about it, like, oh, I thought the doctors would just tell me about all the management strategies I've already heard before.
I went to the doctor again, still wasn't losing weight. So she was like, we're gonna try a different medicine combo, but I think you need to see somebody about your lipedema before we make any big decisions. And I was like, okay. And I literally just felt like they're gonna tell me the same things that I've heard from every doctor, and I've heard
This part, that part. They're just going to tell me the same things I've heard from every other doctor. Then you should listen to the doctor, Anna. Do not be butt monkey. Lay down. Lay down. I'll take sit. He knows what it means. Her just like, they're going to tell me the same thing every other doctor's told me. Why do you even go to doctors? Why? You're not listening to them. Why are you even going? Like, what is the point? The point of going to a doctor is to listen to them so that you can get better or so that you can figure out what's wrong. Not so you can go to the doctor, have them tell you something, and you can go home and bitch about not doing whatever that is the doctor told you to do. Especially she goes on to say that like 3 different doctors tell her the same thing. How many doctors do you need to tell you the same damn thing?
Heard about my lipedema from my obesity specialist, which is who I was seeing, my vascular surgeon because of like my spider veins and circulatory issues as a result of lipedema, also from my primary care doctor. And I just felt like it was gonna be like the dry brushing, the self-lymphatic massage, wearing compression socks, compression pants if I can find ones that fit me correctly, which I couldn't at the time, changing my diet, which I'd already done, exercising, maybe.
That was the same excuse that Jordan Underwood used before they started doing the compression treatment, was that they couldn't find compression garments that fit them. And it was like, yet somehow you still managed to get treatment, so obviously something can be done. Anna didn't go the extra mile. Jordan did. Jordan is living proof that this works. Anna is living proof that if you do nothing, it doesn't work.
Reducing the high impact stuff. Like I knew that that's what I was going to hear, and so I didn't expect anything different.
She claims she couldn't find any to fit her, but she absolutely has the means to get custom compression garments, and custom garments are actually highly recommended for lipedema. And look, I've never seen her do any of these strategies. That doesn't mean she's not doing them behind the scenes, off camera, but I just think it's very interesting that suddenly she's wearing compression socks openly in public on her social media.
At what point did I say she's not allowed to have medical access? Like, that's the part that kills me about this shit. Nobody's denying her access. If anything, she has more access than most people I know. You know, she's got the money and the privilege to go to any fucking doctor she wants, clearly. Now, in Anna's defense, she doesn't, I don't think I've ever heard her yell about that, or she's not yelling about it right now. So, I'm sure when things go south, she'll rewrite the story so that it's somehow the doctor's fault and yada, 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 but that's in the future. You just need to do it for a day and then go back to what you were doing. Well, I mean, that's kind of how she treats it, Quirky.
Media, and even linking to the Amazon page where she got them.
I did see several doctors, and every single one of them said the same thing, which was that I was very close to losing mobility, which was extremely shocking to me because I felt great. I didn't have pain. My inflammation was like under control. So I was like,
and then immediately later on, she says, "I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was in pain."
I'm fabulous, right? But every single one of them is like, ugh, you need to deal with this soon. And so, the first time I heard it, I was like, okay. Second time I heard it, I was like, you make a good point. Third time I heard it, I actually started to get scared.
This was another point that was extremely confusing to me. She claimed she felt great and her pain and inflammation were under control, and yet how many times have we heard her complain about pain? People told her running and jumping weren't safe, and she did indeed hurt her knees and ankles, though she wouldn't admit the suspected cause.
Yeah, she re-injured them. How'd you re-injure them, Anna? Did you just wake up one morning and notice that they hurt, or were you running on that knee, claiming that until the pain was above a 4, you were just going to push through it like a good little trooper?
When she lost her CPAP machine on the flight to the Virgin Cruise, she claimed she was in a lot of pain because of her lack of sleep, but then she turned around and blamed it on her lipedema and just recycled the same footage. Mm-hmm. I talk more in depth about these things in other videos. I do have a Glitter and Lasers playlist, by the way.
Get your walking pad out now, Allie. Do it. Get on that pad and walk while you watch this. It'll be better used time than, if I get a walking pad. I've been thinking about getting one, honestly. And I was thinking, like, if I got one, I could set it up somehow so that I could do the lives while on the walking pad, just because it'd be a good use of time, in my opinion. But I don't know how weird it would look. There's a guy, Pierre XO. I haven't watched him in a minute. But anyway, he used to record his videos with him on a walking pad, and it looked really cool the way he did it, because he set up a background so that it was, he'd do the, oh god damn it, the green screen. He'd green screen a background in that was actually moving, and then he'd walk on the walking pad, and so it kind of looked like he was like walking through this futuristic like village or city or what have you. It looked really neat. I don't think I'm that clever, but
I just feel conflicted about this. How on earth can you not know you're on the verge of immobility? I don't feel like you go from 5K, either running or walking, to immobile without feeling the degradation over time.
But that's the difference, Quirky. You're still losing weight. Like, yeah, you're in pain and you can't do this shit because you shouldn't be doing it in the first place, but like, Anna wasn't losing weight. Anna was stagnant at this point. Her weight loss had plateaued here. And the weight loss is coming from the diet. The weight loss isn't coming from the exercise. The exercise is just going to, like, it's going to help create more muscle, which will in turn burn more calories, but it also makes you hungrier. And like it's there to help you get limber and be more mobile and strengthen your bones and your joints and that kind of stuff. You know? I wouldn't beat yourself up over not being able to do crazy stuff right now because it'll get better, but
Or having an acute injury that you would definitely know about, like breaking your leg or something. I feel like there are a couple of possibilities. Either she's
I'm not saying the walking pad is like better than going to the gym. It's just instead of sitting here and talking to you guys, I could be slowly walking and talking to you guys.
been misleading her audience about how mobile she is, or maybe there's some power of suggestion going on. Could be a million other things.
Dogs.
But I'm no medical professional, so take what I say with a grain of salt. There could be some other things going on that she's not telling us, or she doesn't fully understand herself.
I know sharing this, I'm going to get shredded online. I know that is what so many people are going to do. I remember I watched the video. I don't even know who this creator was. I just watched someone's like reaction.
I'm not gonna lie, when she said she was watching a reaction channel, I did have a mini heart attack. It was very clear she was talking about someone else, though.
Because of course I've been trying to figure out like what
I love this part.
happens when you get surgery. Like other people have been diagnosed. You know, I'm curious. Like I'm acknowledging and accepting this, and it helps. So I'm making this to help somebody else go through that journey, make it a little bit smoother. But this man made a video where she's like, she doesn't even pronounce the condition wrong. It's lipedema, not lipedema. And all I could think was, my doctor's only ever said lipedema. So asshole man on the internet, you're wrong.
Somebody suggested that she's talking about Alan. This would not be the worst reaction to Alan. I mean, let's be frank. I just think it's funny. Of all of the reactors to watch, why would you pick Alan? Like, you can just tell from the vibe in his thumbnails that's not the guy you want to watch. If you're somebody he's reacting to, like, I don't watch Alan that much anyway, but if I ever saw a video of Alan reacting to anything I put out, I would not watch it. I just wouldn't. I would click not interested in this video. No, I'm not doing it. Because nothing good's gonna come of it. That sucks that the pool also hurts Quirky. I'm sorry. I like that the beeping from your pad aggravates your dogs, though, Allie. That's pretty funny. The reaction channels are kind of shredding her for the surgery, though. Well, this surgery. Maybe they probably wouldn't go after her for like a weight loss surgery, but none of the reaction channels I've watched have been too keen about this particular surgery that she's getting ready to go in for. See, that's the thing, Hannah. I don't think she was talking about Alan because Alan mispronounces plenty of things. I don't of the things I've seen Alan go after people for, it's usually not pronunciation because he's usually pronouncing it wrong too. Yeah, you should never watch reactors anyway, Quirky. Just don't watch my reactions. I mean, as much as I enjoyed meeting, oh God, was his name Joe? No. Anyway, as much as I enjoyed meeting Strive for Change, I would not recommend watching any reactions.
And that's what I realized in that moment was that like everything I say, someone is going to tell me I'm wrong. And
I will say I was absolutely shocked to hear Anna say she watched reaction videos. We all know Amberlynn and Chantal are obsessed with reaction channels and they talk about them constantly, but Anna never has before, as far as I know. I will say the Glitter and Lasers reaction community is relatively small and new, but it's been here.
That's true.
Now, I do know Anna reads the comments. She hardly ever responds, but she does sometimes mention hate comments. I really thought she had better boundaries than Amberlynn and Chantal, but I guess I was wrong. First of all, Anna, stop watching reaction channels. Even mine. I mean, part of the reason I even started commenting on her was because I thought some other people were unnecessarily rude, but I still think it wouldn't be a good idea for her to even watch me. Second of all, yeah, whoever that asshole man is, it is wrong. Most experts say lipedema, though lipedema is also an acceptable pronunciation.
When I typed it into Google to get Google to pronounce it for me, because too many people were giving me shit about it, Google pronounces it lipedema, but nearly everyone else pronounces it lipedema, so I don't care anymore. I literally don't care anymore. Yeah, we went over that, Renata. We looked at her, she's got the same videos on the same videos she's posting in her Instagram stories are on her TikTok, the full length on her TikTok. So we watched those earlier.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was really open about everything going on.
Lymphedema and lipedema are two different things. It's the f sound that's important there. One of them is fluid, the other one is just fat. Well, it's not just fat, but you get my point. It's a tomato thing.
But as time went on, there was just so much criticism, and it affected my mental health.
She
And I also
walked
was afraid that I
out.
would start making decisions based on what people thought of me versus what was actually best for me. So I decided at that point to pull back and to allow myself the time to make the right decisions, and that with the intention of maybe not oversharing it. That I didn't do this sooner. And a lot of the reason I didn't do it sooner is because and this is so hard to say, I was scared of the optics. Because I wanted to believe I could do it myself. And it felt like pursuing surgery, pursuing medical treatment was me being a failure. And
That honestly says more about how Anna views things than it does about anything about how people view Anna. Anna thinks that people who do this kind of stuff are in the wrong somehow for some reason. And I don't know why, but that's what she's got in her head. And so she's judging herself the same way she would judge others is what's happening here. And that is what upsets her because she thinks other people are going to judge her poorly. And there's nothing wrong with liking Alan. I mean, I don't dislike Alan. I just know what to expect. I really don't have like an opinion of Alan one way or the other. I think he can be harsh, but I also think that's part of his shtick. Like he wants to come off that way. Like that's the niche he wants in life. Who's like Greg Douchet. Greg Douchet does not actually sound that in most of his videos. He's got like a character that he plays where he basically sounds like Diego from Aladdin. Who's the name of that actor? Anyway, my point is that's not how he actually talks when he's not acting out. And I know this because I've seen him in other interviews where he talks normally. But that's just kind of how I view Alan. I think Alan's just basically playing a character. The mustache guy? Who's the mustache guy, Una? I would like to know who she's talking about. Just because I'm curious. She was having weight loss surgery, a lot of chance. The thing is, even if she was getting weight loss surgery, at this point, she's not a candidate. She hasn't lost weight. She hasn't changed her diet. She hasn't changed her lifestyle. Like, it would be pointless. And I don't know many... Going off of television, I don't know any doctors that would perform it on her, but I suppose if you fish around long enough, you'll find somebody. Yeah, her and Anna want ass pats for minimal to no effort. Hey, Gemini. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Cynical dude? I don't think cynical dude would go after her pronunciation. Because he screws stuff up too. The thing is like whoever would go after her for pronouncing the word wrong, the reactors I watch, I don't think any of them would do that just because like none of them, a lot of them don't pronounce words correctly either. And cynical's definitely one of them. Yeah, I mean, it could be, Leah. It could be part of the upbringing from the religion. Yeah, I don't think cynical dude would go after a pronunciation, but... Oh, cynical dude's the mustache guy. That makes sense. Mustache. I do watch cynical guy a lot. He's gotten weird lately, though. I don't know what's going on with him. Like, he's going a little off the deep end lately. Now, see, Saucy Bun, I don't know if it was somebody on YouTube or another social media platform. It could be somebody off of TikTok, and I would have no idea if it's someone on TikTok.
that is just simply not it.
It's so interesting to me how the girls converge in their storylines sometimes. Because just recently, Amberlynn Reed, like, increased her semaglutide dosage because it was good for her channel.
But I was going to start fresh this week because of a reason that was going to be great. But then I was like, what if this isn't good for my channel? Long story short, y'all don't need to know about it. What needs to be known is that I am just so ready for this freaking shot.
And now Anna is saying she waited too long to treat her condition because she was afraid of the optics. Honey.
It was Alan making fun of her pronunciation? Really? Oh. That's a pot calling the kettle black situation there. She does remind you of a teenager, and I think that's because, like, he is still stuck. She is still stuck in that mentality, I feel like. Kind of like Amber, but not as bad. He's doing the crazy laugh. He's been going a little... I like his sense of humor 90% of the time, but yeah. I feel like the last couple reacts I've watched of his, he's just kind of like a little too much over the top. Wow. There needs to be more doctors like that, though, common sense. There needs to be more doctors that are like, no, you can't have this unless you do XYZ, because this is a lifestyle change. This isn't cosmetic. This is a lifestyle change, and I don't think Anna realizes that yet.
Good optics left your channel a long time ago. Influencers putting their content before their health is just wild to me. But that's also confusing. I am saying the word confusing a lot, huh? There's just so much contradiction within this video.
Cat hair.
It's a lot. I think I got distracted by the crying the first time I watched this, and I didn't recognize how often she contradicts herself or says things that don't make sense. So she says she put off treating her lipedema from the start because of the optics, but she also says the reason she's pulled back on talking about her weight loss is because she didn't want to be influenced by people's opinions. So which is it? She talks about how this isn't her fault, it's the condition's fault, and like, to some extent, sure, she can't control having lipedema, but what she can control is how she deals with it. I find it very doubtful that she's been keeping up with these pain management strategies that apparently she's heard a million times from specialists.
And I'll say this, and this is controversial, I don't even freaking care anymore. If I'm controversial, it's fine.
You are one of the least controversial people I know. You rebel, you. Believe me, there are so many other things that I would qualify as being controversial before anything that comes out of Anna's mouth.
But on one hand, people are telling you it is all your fault, and you are the problem, and you are making choices that led you to this. And on the other hand, you have a community of people who are telling you you were just meant to be big, don't do anything about it. And guess what? Both of those are wrong.
Yeah, I don't think you can throw up your hands and say you don't care about being controversial anymore when you literally did the exact same thing like a year ago.
I hear two things about my body all the time.
I kind of like this skirt, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the few times she's in an outfit that I actually sort of kind of like. But remember earlier I was talking about how she was gaining weight back and she was getting that thumb look again. And this is what I was talking about. It's her neck has looped out and it's like swallowing her face. Now you can definitely tell she's lost weight from here though. And I think this is around the time she started taking the Wegovy, because this is sometime around October. But like, yeah, anyway.
On one end, I hear from the body positive community or just general plus size community that I should love my body, accept it as it is.
What, Quirky's comment got deleted? What? No, Quirky's right there. Oh, says, try making sure that your chat up at the top is set not to top chat, but to live chat. That will affect comments because YouTube's a dick. Anyway. Oh, never mind. Quirky said they removed it. Never mind. But do check and make sure that your chat's set to live chat and not top chat, because otherwise you will miss comments. It just won't show you certain people's comments.
And learn to embrace and love everything about it. Okay? On the other side, I hear from people who are very anti-fat people in general, telling me that I should starve myself, that I should not eat, that I should exercise more. And frankly, I think both of these audiences way too much of my attention.
Anna emphasizes in this video and plenty of past videos that treating lipedema is not about aesthetics.
And this isn't about aesthetics, this isn't about looking cute or being enclosed, but it's okay to pursue changes in your body for those reasons, but I am talking about a very different feeling when you feel like your body is fighting you.
We'll talk about surgery for it. It's not for aesthetics. It's about quality of life.
And I feel like she thinks
Exactly, common sense. Translation. Feel bad for me for being bullied and hated for doing minimal effort. Yeah, exactly.
she has to reiterate this over and over because she's been in a toxic body positivity space for so long. She just cares so much about what these online strangers think. And again, I say, first of all, take care of your health first and foremost, but also, even if it were for aesthetics, who gives a shit? Anna says her lipedema is stage 4, which is considered the most advanced stage. And then she says this other confusing thing.
It seems like I'm producing lipidemic cells faster than I'm burning like healthy fat cells, which is part of the reason I stopped losing weight.
I just want to know where she got this idea, because that's not how fat cells work.
Yeah, I was really confused about this point as well, because as I understand, this is not how fat cells work.
Even lipedema fat cells. Your body does produce new fat cells as you grow, but that production stops at adulthood. When you gain weight, the cells don't multiply, they expand. When you lose weight, they shrink. Those cells cannot expand and shrink at the same time. I have no idea what she's talking about here.
I think she's trying to say, or what she's trying to imply, because I don't think she understands it either. She's trying to say that she's gaining lipid She's gaining lipedema fat cells faster than she's losing actual fat cells. But I'm getting conflicting information about what exactly a lipedemic fat cell is. It's either a brand new cell or it's the normal fat cell turning into a lipedemic fat cell. And those are two different problems, two different issues, so which opens up two different sets of questions. But I think the reality of it is Anna doesn't know. She doesn't understand what's happening either. And so she's giving her audience bad information because she doesn't understand what's happening.
And I don't know if I've gotten the words right, but I think at this point it doesn't matter if I've gotten the words right. If you accept me and what's in my heart, that's great. And if you don't, I wish you a good day. Goodbye.
Well,
Wish you a good day.
add that to the bingo card. It wouldn't be a very special episode of Glitter and Lasers without the old unfollow me spiel. Anna ended the video by saying people in her life have really stepped up and helped her out while she's been struggling, and that's great to hear. She said she felt like a burden on them, and I think a lot of people struggling with physical or mental illness feel that way. And it's just really unfortunate because the people who genuinely love you do not think you're a burden just because you struggle. Anna also said she's in therapy, which is fantastic.
That's funny, Busy. As I mean, even in the chat, some of you are saying it's normal tissue becoming fibrotic, and some of you are saying they're brand new cells. So I mean, it's a mixed bag here. Right, exactly, it does. Like, it opens up a whole new set of questions depending on which one of those is the answer. Even the internet gives me mixed messages, but again, it's the internet, so...
Fantastic. I'm so glad. I just really hope it's not BetterHelp this time. After watching the whole video, a couple things. Number one, Anna was so vague about surgery in this video. The number of people who came away from it thinking she was having bariatric surgery is astounding. And the thing is...
Oh, here we go. This is where she was, No, this is somebody else. Never mind.
I think she was purposefully vague about that. Because the surgery for lipedema is liposuction. And most people think of liposuction as a purely aesthetic surgery. I don't even necessarily blame her for leaving that out because I do think that word would set off alarms in people's heads and they'd come after her for just doing plastic surgery for aesthetics. That's something she's clearly concerned about. I don't think she should be concerned about that, but I get why she might have done this. Second of all, I think it's especially funny that people think she's having bariatric surgery because she's stated before that it wouldn't work for her because all the fat on her body is lipedema.
Right. I don't get it. You look very wealthy. Why don't just have a gastric bypass? All that effort seems not working at all. I lost 80 pounds so quickly after surgery. What is it about TikTok and people just leaving out words? Just completely leaving out words. It's not even bad grammar. They're just not putting words in. She says, I have lipedema. It's a medical condition that causes certain fat to not be burnable by the body. Gastric bypass will not help in this case. It must be surgically removed. The fact that she keeps saying that the fat is burnable tells me that she doesn't understand what our current understanding of fat is. She's still going off of an older concept of what we thought fat cells were, which tells me that she hasn't spoken to somebody who is on the up and up on what fat is. Because she's constantly talking about how she can't burn any more fat. You never were. That's the thing. Like, as we understand what fat cells are right now, they don't burn. They shrink or they expand. They don't go away. But she's still talking about it as if it does.
And there's a lot of debate in the medical community about the extent of lipedema, and I myself am not an expert, but personally, I do not believe this to be true. Plenty of people diagnosed with lipedema are able to lose weight. They have disproportionate limbs a lot of the time, but they are able to lose the rest of it on their abdomen, back, face, etc. Now then, I mentioned before that Anna has also been posting on Instagram. Things over there have been interesting. The first thing I noticed is that she is aiming for a new audience. She changed her bio to include lipedema plus chronic illness. I don't think I have to tell you that illness communities have become huge on social media. And since Anna has announced this surgery, she has taken a hard swing into that community.
Yeah, this is interesting. This part, honestly, is the whole reason I wanted to watch the video with you guys, because I think Colin makes an excellent point here, talking about how Anna is trying to insert herself in one of the illness communities, because, again, it's very trendy right now on the internet to have something wrong with you and be part of a community. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with community. I'm just saying everybody's got something wrong with them now these days. Anna has chosen lipedema. I'm not saying she doesn't have it. Just saying. But since she's decided to become a lipedema warrior, she's trying to cater to that audience now. And Colin makes his point pretty well, so. You just got my Amber notification. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. The video should have gone live. Ah, God damn it, cat hairs.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's difficult to not feel like it's a grift. I mean, it is Anna we're talking about. There are some influencers who've gotten surgery free of charge because they talked about the surgeon online. Feels creepy, but it is true. And like, I really wonder if that's going to be the case for Anna. Linking to her compression socks already feels like the start of the grift to me. I additionally think she's trying to capture a new audience because she continually introduces herself with, "Hi, I'm Anna and I have lipedema" on all of these videos.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema. Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema.
It's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema, and I'm having surgery on it in 6 days.
Here's the other thing about all of these videos. John's not filming these. She's filming these herself. These are all videos that she is filming on her own. So is John not in on the joke? Because she doesn't edit her own videos. Or maybe she does. I don't think she does, though. That's my going theory here. I don't know if grift is the word necessarily. Because what she's doing is a very real procedure for a very real illness. Like, and she really does have it. She's not faking any of this. But she's definitely trying to make money off of it. And I mean, I can't really blame her if it's like, I've got a chronic illness. It's not going to go anywhere. May as well make it pay rent, you know? I can see that just fine, right? You know, it's just the dishonesty that goes along with it with Anna is what bothers me about it. Let's see. Just catching up on that because there was some people saying some things that I think are valid that I wanted to read. When I got sick, doctors just told me it's not very well researched yet, so there are a lot of things I don't know. Oh, Huberman, here we go. Des says, Andrew Huberman said that there's new evidence that you can get more fat cells than you were born with. Everything doctors tell us without wavering for 50 years. I mean, I know people get really frustrated when scientists and doctors change their mind about things, but that's because, you know, there's this thing called science and evidence, and when we get new science and evidence, we change our minds about things because that's what it's there for. I'm sorry that that's aggravating, but that's how it works. So Huberman saying that there's evidence that you get more fat cells. I need to see that. I like Huberman, so I'll probably try to track that down, but I need to see that first. Because maybe we do get more fat cells. Joy. But that also means they go away? Maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. That's always my question with the lipo though. Like if you only get so many fat cells and you suck half of them out, can they come back? Does your body go, hey, wait, you know, let's, for the sake of argument, let's say you have 100 fat cells, right? I know that's ridiculous, but and then you lipo 50 of them out. Like, does the body go, oh shit, we're supposed to have 100 fat cells, quick, make 50 new ones? Because I know the body can do that. Or does the body go, oh crap, we're 50 fat cells down, and you're just down 50 fat cells for the rest of your life? So if Huberman's right, it may sound like maybe those fat cells do come back. So she wants to cosplay ill health without thinking about her future in hospice at 50. Well, to be frank, Sadie, I don't know if Anna realizes she's going to make it to 50. Saracen Fox, welcome back. I'm actually getting ready to wrap up here, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Lee's with me on this one. Lee understands. Anybody who's in the medical field or who's in like the science fields gets it, but I also understand why it's really confusing to people who aren't in those fields, because all you guys get to see are these poorly written headlines that come from the newspapers and the media centers who are just trying to get eyeballs on their articles, and it looks confusing, but it's just complicated. That's why I say if any scientist or doctor ever tells you 100% XYZ, that person is an idiot, because there is literally no one I know in my field or outside of my field who will tell you 100% anything. They might say 99.99999%, but that means that somewhere out there, there's a 0.0000001% chance that whatever I'm telling you is wrong. It's a very small chance, but it's out there, right? So, I heard somewhere that you can gain new fat cells, but when you lose those fat cells, they just shrink. Yeah, that seems to be what's going on, Hannah. I don't know. I'm not a fat cell expert. The fat will go elsewhere if you gain. I mean, it can't just like drift. It makes the 50 larger. It tells the other 50, blow up. You know your 2 brain cells are working hard. Right? Well, you can grow new brain cells. We know this currently. So just like packed in new places. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's always a chance that something new is going to pop up and it's going to change everything. I need evidence, but it's possible. Some sense, but some circumstance. I don't know what that word means, Lee. Watching YouTube at the same time, stop stressing your brain cells.
My name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema.
This feels so reminiscent of someone else.
Hi, I'm Amberlynn Reed. I am 27 years old and I am 529 pounds.
There was speculation at the time that Amberlynn was trying to get on a reality TV show when she did this, and Anna doing this feels like a very similar vein. Except instead of reality TV, it's rebranding her social media.
I do kind of wonder, though, if she's not fishing for another TV thing, because Anna wants to be on TV in the worst possible way. Like, this whole glitter and lasers thing started because she was trying to get on The Biggest Loser. And I know there was another thing that she tried to get on, which was effectively Biggest Loser. And then she tried to settle a deal with Hallmark for some kind of TV deal. Like, she wants to be on television in the worst way. So her doing this might be another cry to get on television again. I don't know why she wants to be on TV in this day and age, but she desperately seems to want to be. So
honestly, a very similar concept in this day and age. I think this whole surgery journey is going to take Anna's social media in a whole new direction. I do still think she's going to talk about fashion and travel, but I have a feeling we're going to be talking about her health a lot more. It's something I don't necessarily feel qualified to talk about. That's why it's taken me so long to make this lipedema video. If I'm going to talk about medical issues while not being an expert, I have to make sure my facts are straight.
I'm beginning to think the lipedema video is just a fever dream that he's just trying to feed us all, and we're all falling for it. Colin, where is the video? No, I'm kidding. I'm really seriously kidding.
Not only that, but lipedema is very confusing because there is a lot of debate about what it is and how to treat it.
Replicating.
All this is to say, no matter how I feel about Anna and the information she's sharing, the surgery looks frankly brutal. I have seen videos online, and honestly, I don't know how stuff like that is allowed on YouTube. If you look up total lipedema care...
Not doing it. Y'all have a good time doing that on your own. Not doing it.
Or Dr. Jamie Schwartz, I'm pretty sure that's who she's seeing. I could be wrong, I just have a feeling. But the method they do is frankly, it looks scary. And I have to imagine the recovery time and the pain after the surgery is going to be frankly just awful. And I just hope that Anna makes it through okay. I believe there are several more surgeries in her future, and I hope she gets through those as well. And I hope, she achieves her goals. I hope she has less pain and more mobility. As much as I clown on her for being so goofy and manipulative, I want her to be happy and healthy. But the other problem I have is that, I don't know, I'm getting the impression that since she has stated that she feels like she's doing everything right, she's not leaving any opportunity at all for her to improve her diet and her exercise. Like, she's been posting about how her exercise and her diet are perfect and on point, and then immediately turns around and posts something like this.
There's more to New York City than just Manhattan. So today we're in Brooklyn checking out Industry City, a really cool shopping center made up of small biz getting this bear, a book I've been meaning to read, a hilarious toy for my godson, a Starbucks drink, some salted caramels, and a ton of Japanese snacks from Daiso. Let me know if you want me to film a little taste test.
Let me know if you want me to film a little taste test. Des. No, I mean, that's kind of the point, though. Like, doctors were saying that low carb or low fat, high carb was the way to go. Of course, there's a lot of politics involved in that as well. We're not going to go into that. And yeah, with the obesity and the diabetes spike, they're kind of going, oh shit. And then they go back to, okay, what was working before this? And also, we've got all these different studies and tests and things now that they can look at. I mean, and 10 years from now, we might be wrong, and they might be telling us again. that high fat is not the way to go, and that, you know, high protein, high fat diets aren't anti-inflammatory or something. I mean, I'm just putting it out there that it could happen. And when it does, it'll be because there's research and evidence to support that. Because without research and evidence to support it, I'm not going to believe it. So, but that's me. I'm one of those kind of people. I wonder if Anna swapped with her doctor for a free surgery like she did with Run Lab. Yeah, and again, that was Des. I'm kind of worried that's exactly what's happening. Do you guys remember? I don't know who the person was exactly. I just remember watching a video about it very quickly. A girl who got B12 injections or something like that, and she was getting them at like a med spa, and one of them reached out to her. I think she was on TikTok. One of them reached out to her and was like, "Hey, we'll give you free shots if you come here and, you know, give us a shout out," basically. And she did, and the shots she got were tainted or something, and like she got some kind of really, I don't remember if it was like a bacterial or a viral infection or something, but it like really effed her up. And that was a little, I mean, I don't think anybody expects that, but that's just kind of like, that could happen. And that's what I'm kind of worried about. Is Anna's trying to get free surgery out of this, and because it's free surgery, it's going to be not great. Common sense. Hey, Courtney. Yeah, everybody who just kind of came in here is, yeah, that's what it was, Dr. Mike. I don't know how I feel about Dr. Mike, but his show is interesting sometimes. Yes, exactly, Hannah. I don't know science like you do. I would rather be internet. I mean, if I had to be famous, to be perfectly frank, I'd rather be internet famous than TV famous. If I was going to be famous. Frankly, I don't think I want to be famous. It seems like a lot of work. Do not go to the doctor's. I'm not going to the doctor's website. I'm not going to go watch liposuction stuff. That's gross. If y'all want to, knock yourselves out. I don't. Right, exactly. Meg nails that. We are all screwed, and no one should be eating anything. We should all just become breatharians, and all will work out. The microbacterium, and she is still... Yeah, that was the thing, Saracen Fox. Like, she's effed. I thought. Renata. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why they recommend the, what are you on, the high fat, low carb. That's why they're recommending that for a lot of different things. It's not necessarily keto, but keto was originally a treatment. It wasn't a diet, it was a treatment for autism spectrum because medication just wasn't cutting it. Ah, her name's Beatrice and she's almost 3 million in debt. Damn. Bye, Meg. I am actually going to wrap up here. What's the difference between... All right, I want to know what the difference is, Magdalena, but I do need to get off the internet. So unfortunately, even though I'm going to ask this question, I don't think I'll see the answer. But what is the difference between liposuction and manual extraction of the fat? Do I actually want to know the answer to that? Because in my head, that sounds awful. Yeah, what do I know about science? Scientific method, what? I'm only married to a biologist. What the fuck do I know about anything? So... They use it for seizures too. Well, maybe they started it for seizures and then they started using it in autism, but I remember it being for autism. There you go. The internets. I can be wrong too. All right, I am going to go now. Let's see. Since we ended on snacks, Dice has a Japanese brand, right? I was gonna say put the Japanese flag down, but I've already done flags, so let's do, I don't know, put your favorite snack food. Yeah, they've got all kinds of little different, like, street snacks and stuff in there, don't they? Science is for losers. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Meg. Ugh. All right, but anyway, go ahead and put put Dongo. I think they've got some other stuff in there. Put your favorite snack down in the comments section if you want to, as your emoji. Thank you guys for sitting here and watching this with me. I think it was a lot of fun. Don't forget to go give Colin some love. Yes. There we go. That's the link to Colin's video. You have like literally a minute and a half left of it if you want to go watch that without me. And I will see everybody in the next one. Oh, and there's a link at the top for the Discord if you want to go join. It's Nerfy's Discord, not mine, but so be nice to Nerfy if you go in there. And I will see everybody later. Bye! Dongo.